It's time to be deep pressing that start button. Make sure we've got. Yeah, make sure you change the date, update your giveaway stuff, get your marbles together, because, we know somebody's lost their marbles. Okie dokie, let's get ready to do this thing we call Thursday on release day. Quiet on the set, boys and girls. Get ready to go live on the radio.
Hold on a second, guys. I just got a phone call. Hold on. AFK.
Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, and this is Lunch. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, here are the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do nothing. Nothing.
No
That's
thinking
right.
for you. No thinking. No independent thought process here.
All you gotta do is listen to us interpret. That's right. But welcome to
Obey.
Release 67. It is here, the long-awaited
You know what? I love the big red text whenever you log in.
pub
today.
rules. Welcome,
Today's
welcome.
big red text tells you that,
Yes, let's show everybody today's daily login message, and we'll get right to that in a minute. We'll get over to the patch notes and give you today's patch notes and known issues.
patch notes.
Yes, there are. You'll understand once we get there.
Patch notes.
Yes,
Yeah.
so get them ready. And all right, pub rules. Just
Thank
because
you, Lancel.
just
Lancel
because
just
you're
subscribed.
ready to do it, we're gonna go ahead and let's sell. Thank you for the sub. Very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. 4 months in a row. That does qualify you for the giveaway. Don't forget. Only 2 days left, today and tomorrow. Get in on the giveaway for a Bluetooth earpiece or 500 Kodos. And you gotta be a subscriber to be in on that. Aloha. Yes, we've missed you.
Mahalo.
Yes. But yes, first thing you see on the daily messages, there are known issues with fishing and the multi-shot skill.
And the multi-shot skill. And
Yeah.
using those
I'm
skills
training
will
that
cause
for
a
crying out
bug,
loud. Bug.
forcing you to relog to fix.
Bug. Yes, I've of course done my due diligence, and as soon as I got in this morning into the studio and logged onto the
started
machine,
fishing? Yeah.
no, I got all my forum stuff updated, and the bugs already started pouring in. Quite early this morning.
Yeah.
We'll cover the again updates, the known issues. And, of course, notes that we've got. Tartarus, yes, is broken, although it is connected to the Rise. I did check that this morning. It seems to be a connection that is there, so it now has an exit and entrance. But I didn't go to the Rise to see if it works. Tartasaurus is available to everybody, that is right.
Through the Rise, but it is broken.
But there are bugs. throughout. So let's get right to it. Do we want to start with the release notes / known issues? Do we want to start with the Oracle Watcher and the calm before the storm?
I say we start with the bugs that are going to break your system first and foremost.
So that would bring us to the patch notes. And
Yes.
the patch notes for build number 998, which has got me curious. Are we going to roll over to 1,000 or are we going to go to 1.0? What are we going to do?
We're going to go to
1.01.
No, we're going to start changing to alpha characters. And,
You think?
Well, because you know what? Let's take all the consistency that we've had for years and throw it out
Check
the
it out
window.
the window.
So we're going to go with version Charlie next release. And then we're going to get to the letter G, and then we're going to change it to Roman numerals, followed by the change to Aramaic or actually Sumerian text.
Sumerian text, yes.
Ancient Sumerian written on flayed flesh with blood. Yes. So, but patch number 998, known issues, things that will cause your system to lock up.
Bug.
Yes. Phishing will cause your character to lock up and be unable to perform some actions until relogging. Multi-shot will cause you to get stuck in combat and be unable to interact with things until relogging. macOS Mojave is broken unless you launch the game with the Force GL core from the command line thingy.
Launcher options.
Launch arguments box. Illusion Illumination has been broken for the last year and a half. So, yep, still broken. Because who doesn't miss out on a good golden shower every now and then?
I hear Elysium Illumination now kills Watchers, though. Hey, just a report I saw. Elysium Illumination kills Watchers, so beware the Oracle when using that around Watchers.
The golden showers may kill Watchers. I don't know why. Maybe it's getting in their eyes and it's stinging them to death. They only do have one hit point, so
causing them to cry and fry out their circuits.
Uh-huh.
What's for lunch today?
Well,
on lunch.
You saw me wolf down the burger. I'm working on the fries, and then I also have 2 brownies.
2 brownies, not just one brownie.
Not just one. The guy at
brownies.
The dessert bar loves me so much that he's like, "Hey, would you like a second?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Hell yeah. You gotta ask that question.
Yeah. Griffler, I'll share one with you as long as you tip me properly. And just the tip.
Yeah, nobody wanted to see you eat a banana yesterday. So anyway, we got a game of marbles we got to run since Lancel went ahead and subbed. We got to get some marbles running here. So Lancel, you want to pick a track, or you want us to pick the track? Let us know.
Well,
because
there was a few more things that we need to get through.
The rest of that's old stuff.
Okay.
That's old stuff. Griffler just subscribes, getting him eligible as well. Thank you very much. And Lancel says, you guys pick.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to go random, or do we want to run the same track side by side?
I already hit random.
You already hit random?
I am on slippery slopes. Hopefully people are able to join because my internet died earlier. It might die again because the place where I'm at, they've been working on the internet today, so hopefully.
All right, exclamation play, get in on the games. Of course, and exclamation, I love free shit. We'll get you in on a pet giveaway for a Dark
on.
Star Destroyer. Eagle, how you doing today, Mom? Buckaroo Bonsai, the Maynard. Wow, we got a bunch of people joining us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget, we're going to hit that start button.
I'm trying to make it so that way people can log in.
Oh.
Oh, man. What is my password?
1, 2, 3, 4. Password.
God. Oh, no. That's two-factor authentication. You got to love this stuff. Two-factor authentication. Please, nobody steal my code.
What? You don't have Authy? Waldo! Donna, thank you very much.
It doesn't work for some odd reason for Marbles on Stream. Okay,
really?
So let's go ahead. For some reason, every single time I do it, I don't know whether or not it's something related to the DNS around here. Every single time I actually have to type it in. So let's go ahead and click start.
Oops, I did it. Click it. Yeah, 72. Thank you for the follow. I hit start.
Okay.
When you said hit start because my finger was on the button.
You didn't. It's a good thing I did the 3, 2, 1 really quickly, so we're only off like 2 seconds because I'm at 40.
Exclamation play! Don't forget both streams! Exclamation! I love free shit. Win yourself a Dark Star Corpion. Just one of the pets we're giving away for that's the early birds today. Don't forget your release rewards. I've got them right here. And if you haven't seen them yet, I got pictures in Discord. You can click on the link below. Here's our Cap Shield, the Captain America Shield. And we'll show you a little bit more of that in just a minute. Right after some marbles, because we're getting ready to play.
Not looking at either one of those.
And here we go as we
Thank you, Eagle.
head on down. Head on down the board into the battle zone.
See, on my stream, you've got a 25% chance of winning.
Eagle! Thank you, thank you, thank you for the bits. Love you all today. And I'm in the lead. Imagine that. Coming on down. Botox says, I ain't having none of that. Botox just ran right past me. So screw that noise.
So someone else is in the room, so I can't really discuss the fact that everybody's still rimming the
hole
around here, other than Eagle, and we finally dropped through. It's killer when I think she's 15.
A minor is in the room.
Yeah, it's my niece.
And I was just ejected out of the running. Botox in first, going into the mixers. Mom giving chase down there. And Botox almost got knocked out.
The lead around here, so he has. Although he did just hit the one brick, pretty soon he's going to hit the second brick. I'm coming up behind him, as well as Lancel.
And Botox gets clear, and it looks like he's going to drop in for the win ahead of everybody. Congratulations, Botox. Famines, how you
Eagle
doing
found
out
the
there?
Other brick that breaks apart and slows everybody down, and now he's finding the ice.
A cheer.
And for some reason, I just can't go in the hole today. It's like
you're too distracted. You can't get it in the hole. What's this?
I can't get it in the hole. I am refusing to drop in the hole. I just want to rim this hole and just running around it. Oh! I finally fell through. Okay.
Just figure the angle out, Jack.
But here on screen, I'll get Botox out his. Let's get that really quick.
Well, my niece is separating Legos. She's not supposed to be listening to me because I said I'd probably drop a few F-bombs.
We'll get this out to Botox real quick.
So, who's that chick from Effervescence? What's her name?
I have no idea.
Someone probably knows.
And congratulations. And we got those sent.
Who wanted this brownie earlier? Griffler, I'm going to have to tell you the answer is no.
The Maynard. Thank you once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pushing us over today's goal. Boy, we're going to be playing some marbles today, ain't we? We've got some dragonfly wings. Dragonfly wings actually look pretty cool for dragonfly wings. I mean, I'm not a fan of any of the wings or any of those stuff with the back slots, but, yeah.
I'm so far behind. I mean, this is a party of 4, and it's like Eagle's like just slowly plodding through everything. And
you guys are still making your way down?
Well, Eagle just jumped into the finish line, but then Lancel decided, man, I've had enough with this map, and so did I. Buckaroo landed in, and then if I can ever finish, I'll come in third. I've got a minute to finish. But Eagle, congrats. What kind of scrolls did you want?
And showing the golden jeweled gauntlet, otherwise known as the Infinity Gauntlet. Buckaroo Banzai! Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
I'm just waiting for Eagle to say what kind of zone.
Zone. Everybody wants zone scrolls. Those friend scrolls, I'll tell you what, I don't think I've made teleport to friend scrolls in God knows how long now.
So useless.
Recall scrolls and teleport to zone scrolls are what are selling big time.
Well, I don't even know why you would need recall scrolls really anymore.
Recall to your lot, dude. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but it's like if you never leave your lot, you don't even need to.
Well, okay, yeah. I tell you what, if you never leave the lot, that's another one.
I don't need any scrolls.
All right, Griffler, give me a track number. Since you two sub today, we're gonna let Griff pick the next track, or whether he wants to.
Eagle gets to choose over here on mine.
And he's ready on that. He says 7. He says 7. So. Let's go ahead and get up the race menu and let's get track 7 loaded up for you guys and gals. What is track 7? Track 7 is Eye of the Storm 2.
I'm waiting for Eagle to pick.
Eye of the Storm 2. That's right. And thank you all today. I tell you what, before the show, I got up, got in, and of course I was straight down into the dungeons. Actually, I was straight off to Tartarus just to see what I could get there, and got the basic information I needed because I wasn't going to be fighting by myself.
You're trying to find a dungeon. Okay, so let's go ahead and click start in 3, 2, 1, start. And don't forget to join in on both streams. And while we're doing that,
Noob Skyblabber, thank you for the resub 3 months in a row. That's right. Don't forget, folks, you only got today and tomorrow to get in on the monthly contest. And thank you all for catching up on it. And of course, again, as I was saying, went into the dungeon and I ripped apart my dungeon because now I can use that new slew command. And it is sweet. If you got a dungeon, just go down, type the slew command, see how much shit you've got screwed up down there, and now you can go fix it real easily. That's just the way I see it, because I tell you, last chance to get in, exclamation play. Exclamation, I love free shit.
Yep. And that was bringing up the Infinity Gauntlet and the Captain America shield because you posted those images earlier. I have yet to open up either. What else was in the rewards for this?
That's it. The wings, the shield, and the gloves. 3 items as it is.
The wings I didn't notice. Which wings were they?
Dragonfly. They're pretty easy to.
The old Dragonfly. It's a recycled Dragonfly. So that was the recycling of the Dragonfly wings.
Did we have Dragonfly wings before? I don't recall.
We did. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can't see anything until somebody drops. We're watching everybody rim the hole. Looks like the Maynard's going to be the first one out. There he is. Yes, he is. And it's raining in marbles.
Whereas
Maynard
you're
makes it
doing
through.
that, we are converging from multi-lane goodness down to a single lane.
This is funny. It's raining. I mean, it's just too funny. Maynard way out in front.
Right now, I am in the lead. Don't ask me how, but I should wear a green shirt and go headless for everybody. I did that yesterday, actually, underneath my other t-shirt. But today, so I'm in a science classroom that does have an eye wash station, and it is behind our administrator desk, and I decided to test the eye wash station and hose down my back earlier. So I had to, it's a good thing I had two shirts.
Yeah, 72. Look at this. We got water hazards and everything here. This is incredible.
I just got ejected. Twilight is the winner on mine. A Night Owl looks like he's in second until he got ejected. Maynard's coming up behind him until he decides to hit one of those bollards that says goodbye. But it looks like he passed. Eagle.
Yes, 72 makes his way in. Mom, Cynicist, Nemu, myself, Lancel, all ejected, but congratulations, Yaz. Yaz, give us your name. Give me your name in
and Twilight,
chat.
What kind of scrolls did you want over here? So new slew command is awesome for dungeons.
Yes, says I'm going to go ahead and did I get
can-
any pictures? I don't think I took any pictures of that.
No, we didn't get any pictures of that. But I was going to ask you, can you actually modify your dungeon while you're slewing?
No, you cannot. But
Okay.
what I'm already doing, and Lancel already chimed in, says that's what I'm doing right now. She says I'm down in my dungeon playing.
She's touching her dungeon pieces.
Yeah, she's touching her dungeon piece.
So she's got the Dungeon Erector set version 2.
Yaz is your name, Yaz in game. I will send you zone scrolls if your name is Yaz in game. I'm gonna guess.
I'm waiting for Zeke to come back and get off that phone call that he took right during the intro.
Yeah, after I said quiet on the set, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, no,
Hold
I'll
on
be
for a
back."
second. I'm getting a phone call right now. The only time he's like, "Be quiet, shut up." We are obligated to ruin that every single day. You realize that we have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. We have to find ways to do it. Let's see. But yeah,
There we go.
So back to the patch notes for things that are not working. The party companion nameplates can be visually obscured if enough buffs are added for icons to wrap to 3 rows.
3 rows.
Yeah.
Just make the buffs line longer. I don't know.
And Caffeine does not want us to play marbles for his resubscription. Got to start talking more Shroud. You better
Gotta talk more Shroud
right now.
That's right.
Visual quest indicators may be missing from the compass. Adding the data to support them is an ongoing design process. Pets cannot follow players onto moving platforms. If an item's name is in Runic, it's flagged as private. Its flag as private property will also appear in Runic. Then we also have wait. Where's your resubscription on here? Eagle Cheer, Lancel Cheer. No, you didn't do it on my channel. Then after that, players with tenant permissions on a lot cannot place their own
I
player
don't
vendor.
see that as a bug or an issue because they're tenants. Of course, you can't place vendors.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean,
there's
they shouldn't be
only
able to.
X amount of vendor slots, and
Yeah.
trust me, as an owner, I'm not giving up those slots to a tenant. You can
Yeah,
share
there's
mine,
no
but
reason.
yeah.
Well, if you did say on a castle lot, that might behoove you to allow individuals to have their own vendors.
But you think I'm
because
going
you
to
can
allow
have
the
what?
peasants to have their own vendors? Come on, in my castle?
Well, wait, do you even have a castle lot?
Not yet.
I'll
Working
sell
on it.
you one for cheap.
Yeah, I bet you will.
I've got a water, and you know what? I'll even throw in a 1,000 kodos. But yeah, so players with tenant, some decorations placed in basements may shift through walls and end up in inaccessible locations because, and deco surfaces. If your frame rate sucks, be prepared for things to not work, like the ability to interact with things. The workaround is to use E. Just spam, walk around just spamming the E key. That's all you need to do. Just hold it down. Just tape it. Stack of pennies. Some pledge add-on and stretch goal items have not yet been built and or do not have tech support. Some virus programs don't like Shroud.
Yes.
That's pretty much the patch notes and the known issues.
Now,
That's the known issues. Everything else, bug report.
bug. Now,
And I mean
fishing is
everything
broken, so another thing that's supposed to be in, and I got to check this.
What we've got to go find the. See, I have problems remembering where to get to the leaderboards.
Under your stained glass, and I do not see any fishing leaderboard. Is it a new leaderboard? Let's see.
It should be a new leaderboard. Yeah. It should be a leaderboard, but it is not.
I am not seeing anything to reference fishing leaderboard anywhere here. So
Not there.
not gonna do it. Not yet. Hey, look who it is. It's old Gixie.
Gixie.
Gixie's trolling you over there.
I know. Hey, you know what?
Aloha!
Again, aloha. So those are the patch notes for today. Don't forget, we expect a patch or 3 in the next 3
Next several hours, that's right.
Yeah, next several hours to fix the big bugs that are preventing things from multi-shot and
But
fishing.
let's get to the Oracle
Marking.
Watcher because I believe we got some good information and some meat and potatoes for the boys and girls here.
Okay. Oracle Watcher. Okay, you ready? Hold on. I have to.
Gotta get the vibrator to hold up to the mic. See if I can't find one cheap on auction just for giggles and grins.
Dude, wish.com, man, wish.com.
Yeah, I got auction site. I get it cheaper than that.
Analyzing data. 6/26/2019, Wednesday, calm before the storm stream.
In other words,
Crafted.
shit's gonna hit the fan, folks.
Crafted artifacts like Staff of Death will be labeled common due to them being crafted from multiple pieces. They will become combinable within the future as well. Because who really wants something like the Staff of Death other than Lazarus?
Hang it on my wall.
It's covered in the notches of Laz's death, which are infinite. The bug where Meteor Shower and Ring of Fire were not generating any aggro were addressed. Poor fire mages and moon mages who use those spells. You may have generated some aggro in the past. And my voice is just off today. 13 old artifacts were converted to the new system. The slipshod shooter staff, the BMC ring, the Aether orb, and the necklace of cautious precision, as well as the necklace of civility, the lavalier of the lagomorph, the brittle brawn ring of the lich kind, as well as the Drident demon trident, to name some of the 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to name 10 of the 13 and then say some of them.
And then not it. Yeah, exactly.
It's 3 others.
Now, one that got me was the Aether orb. I have never seen said artifact out there in the world. I don't even think I've seen one of those for sale anywhere. So, anybody got one of those? Let me know.
I got one in my pants.
Yeah. Those are marvels, not orbs.
Are you sure about that?
We've seen pictures.
If you punch them enough times, they do swell. But that's not my
Then they become glowing orbs. That's right. Glowing blue orbs.
Oh. They become something.
Buckaroo Bonsai tells me check Shroud Marketplace. Yeah, I mean, I troll the boards out there. Let's go check.
Hold on.
Giggles and grins.
Which means Shroud Marketplace, and let's go search for orb. Yeah, come on, it helps if I type in the right window.
You think?
I don't see any orbs up for sale at Shroud Marketplace right now. So, but that means if you have one and you want to sell one, put it up for sale. ShroudMarketplace.com.
ShroudMarketplace.com.
But then,
that's right.
I know. Then let's see. Gust balls will be able to be kicked around and have physics that allow them to, because you know what? You've fixed it and broken it only 37
Let's
times.
stop there.
Let's go ahead
and click over to our regular screen, because yes, I actually have a gust ball out here. I was playing with, and you're going to love the physics of gust ball, because the ball actually, I guess it should, actually will now bounce when it hits other things instead of just tumbling. So let's try and gust this.
Yeah, I like the way it lag teleports. Because it's not very consistent. It like lag teleports.
But it will ricochet off things, get itself out of corners and stuff like that, and have more bouncy physics, as you can see.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I bounce it into a corner, will it just bounce out or not? But I don't have enough gust skill. Don't have enough gust skill. If I do that and reset it. Oh, does it cool down on summoning a gust ball? Really, people?
Yep.
Really?
Because...
Well, man, we got some damn problems today.
I'll tell you what, we were just discussing them. Some of the problems, some of the things that are in, some of the things that are working, like the new gust ball physics.
And
you ever seen what acid does when it hits a roll of film? How it just kind of turns it into brown mush?
Like,
just kind of dissolves it right before your eyes. It's kind of the feel I've got today logging in.
Ooh, Buckaroo Bonsai says if you stack your gust, it will really fly. Yeah, I only have 10 gust skill. I never trained gust ever since we went persistent, believe it or not. I don't know why, since I'm such a big fan, but
we are proponents of gust ball.
Yes,
when
absolutely.
It's not broken.
But
And
the new
Bambi
physics
actually logged in yesterday or the day before.
New physics look good, but Zeke, I hear you having some problems out in your POT today.
Yeah, Black Rock Cove is in op right now, guys. 1 second, let me throw my.
Okay. Well, where's the air tree? Oh, I've got 33 gust.
You've actually got 33 gusts? Damn you.
I did not realize that. I mean, it's locked, but yeah, I've got 33 gust and 44 discharge. I mean, it's like, eh.
All right, you guys with me?
Yeah, are you with
We're
us?
waiting on you. Are you with us?
I'm with.
Love you,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, we got problems out there at the Black Rock Cove, guys. I mean, it's not just Black Rock Cove either. Kali has reported in with some issues. I'm thinking that the POT structure on some of them, anyhow, at this point is kind of messed up.
So
Now,
what is the issue? People logging into
Well,
the town, not able to log
well,
in?
you get a constant disconnect icon, and you can't open any of the gates that are on POT land. So you can't get into the garrison right now. You can't exit Black Rock Cove. You can't use the boat or the wagon to get out into the overworld. It's a hot mess, guys.
Well, that's not good. But of course, I'm sure you've already bug reported it.
Oh yeah, and so have several others that live in Black Rock.
And I'm going to give everybody a reminder about keeping up on their reports. If you have something you reported last release and it's still an issue this release, report it. Report it. Okay, if it wasn't fixed from last release, report it. Don't think it's going to stay on the list because you reported it last release. No. This release, report it. Keep reporting it till the bug's fixed.
Absolutely re-report it because you know what? It's not listed as a known issue, and we don't know everything that was fixed. So it's something that every single month, because they move the bug reports around. So,
and with this release, you fishermen and archers are shit out of luck.
Yeah, everybody's aware of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we opened up the show with that one about because people can't read big red text like Spiff because of it. He's
colorblind.
He's colorblind to red, so does not appear on his screen.
But moving right along, yes. What else do we have that was added in today that we can show folks?
Well, we still have the Tartarus hooked up to the Rise, which we talked about at the beginning of the show.
Indeed. That's okay. We didn't finish here. We had to go back here. Yeah.
Well, now you guys know that the whole second level of Tartarus is inaccessible right now.
Well, yeah, there's a couple connectivity issues down there that we're aware of.
Let's just say it's broken.
It's broke.
It's broken. It should have never been included. But yeah. Fireball casting time was reduced from 3 seconds to 3 seconds from 3.3 seconds. For Dire Specialist, it will give an additional up to 50% damage on the initial explosion. Death Metal Slimes will be able to path around better. Yeah.
I just love the name.
Death Metal Slimes.
Death Metal Slime. Sounds like a really great band name.
The funny thing is, it really should be the Death Metal Pizza, because in Austin, the best trunk pizza is going to be Hooks. It's HOEK, and they do it's death metal pizza, so they're always playing death metal in front of it, and you can even go find them on Facebook as Hooks Death Metal Pizza.
Hooks.
And it's really, really funny. But when you are inebriated or you are starving because you're slightly incapacitated, it is by far the best pizza around. The Undead Wave Room in Tartarus loot will suck at first. After he sees how easy people can kill them, he will increase the loot accordingly, aka Chris. Chris is looking for a full-time customer service person. And then there's a plan for crafting specialization. We have a plan for it.
There's a plan.
They finally have a plan.
There's a plan.
It will be a modified version of the original plan because Plan A didn't work out. Plan B is going to become Plan C or Plan D.
You got to just read this verbatim because
I know. This will only be part of it, but getting skills above 100 will add to the pool of possible buffs, and it will give you a chance for a reroll button based on your specialization level, or increase the max number of rerolls you can do, or a combination of both. This should go live next release. Next step will be to add more buffs. Oracle Wand Evasion Protocol on standby ducks.
Duck.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but until you get your crafting system designer to actually craft something for himself by going out and farming things, stop doing what you're doing because it's asinine. It really is.
Them are ducks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So, looking for a customer service position. Anybody want a CS job working for Port? Go ahead and apply jobs at portalarium.com. If you want to be the person answering those emails, getting the "Where is my box?
Where's my elephant? Oh,
where's my elephant?
Where's my $2?
Yes, but of course we're seeing multiple issues out there going on right now. And
well, now I got a follow up for all that. Man, what is actually being done to QA this game before they throw in a patch? I mean, what do we have? Just the QA server?
QA server, people who go out and test it and bug report it. That's it.
Well, I didn't realize how slim it actually was. There must not be very many people getting on that QA server and helping these guys out, and that to me gives me a little bit of I've got an organizational mind, and I'm thinking, shit.
Well, let's just go back to the beginning.
It's more complicated than that.
Yeah, let's just.
Well, that's why I'm following up. School me.
Yeah, let's just stop and step back to the beginning. In the beginning, we had a dream.
In the beginning.
And the dream was to build a game. And in the beginning, we had a QA department, up to 4 people who actually used to quality test and play. We had up to 4 at one point.
I know, up to 4.
Up to 4 at one point, whose whole job was to quality test and play the game. We are down to 0, the big donut of quality testers down there testing the game. The quality testers are you, the audience. If you're logging into QA, which I really, again, I logged in once last week just to test the slew command.
Okay. Let me slash you right there real quick just to interject a question.
Sure, shoot.
What incentive are they giving to people that log into the QA server?
There's QA rewards program, the tip program.
Well, okay, so even with the tip program, remember the tip program was also suspended, and they're also extremely inconsistent with the rewards delivery for the tip program.
Again, let's. So, you never let me finish this because again, one time, At one time, we had the rewards program, and the rewards program every month was listed of who won the rewards, and as the staff got trimmed down, we stopped giving those lists out because so we can't see.
If anybody down at Portalarium is listening to this broadcast, this is a real easy fix. Now, I'm not telling them how to do their jobs. I'm just giving a suggestion, as always. Beef up your reward system in QA. Have a running roster of who you have pre-approved or approved to be a QA tester. Hold them to the fire. Give them good rewards for being a QA tester. Your public your community will do this QA testing for you if you've got enough incentive. But
Well,
you have to keep a running. Don't just let everybody come in.
again, back when
Have
the
some people.
incentives, back when the incentives were, if you spent the time and put the time in, you got a reward. And here's a list of people who got the reward, so you could see who was getting rewarded.
But what I'm saying is,
what happens is you log in, you test. There is no rewards list, and it's picked randomly out of a hat who gets rewards, and nobody ever knows who got
that's obviously
those
not
rewards.
working.
Because, well, again, that's I'm trying to get to this.
You're also missing a huge portion of this,
which is
as we read the release notes. Majority of that stuff was patched in straight into the game. It completely bypassed the QA server.
So we don't need to do that.
All that QA stuff was thrown out because you know what? What is there to QA when everything?
Well, there's nothing to QA.
Release in release 66. Released in release 66.
Okay, well, if you're pumping it straight into the game, then no, it's not been QA'd at all.
Well,
and
exactly.
The reason if you don't have that, but what I'm saying,
we're pointing
point
to
of order. Point of order. What I'm saying is. Here, I mean, picture this scenario. Say I was building a video game, and Jack and Lazarus was my two best QA people. Fine, they have been pre-screened. They've been pre-qualified. Put them on a list. Those are the only ones that can access the QA. And for that access, they are given a sizable incentive. All right, but they have to meet the quota. They have to spend X amount of hours when the QA comes out to be searching for bugs.
That becomes a job, and you have to actually compensate them a little bit differently.
Doesn't become a job if you volunteer for it.
That's what Zeke's saying. Make the compensation for those testers worth
it's not a
tester's time.
Yeah, it's not a job if you volunteer for it.
Yeah.
And you have to submit a volunteer form.
I'm not spending 4 and 5, 10, 20 hours out there QAing to have a random chance at a reward. Sorry, just not doing it.
And nobody would.
Yeah, well,
nobody
again,
would. So a lot of these things, at the end result of that is that a lot of bugs get patched into the game that weren't caught during the QA server time. And what I'm saying is build a roster. In other words, if I want to be a QA person, fine, have a place where I can apply for that. A volunteer status. Make sure that it's known.
Dev Plus. Yeah, we had it before they gave it to everybody. We had a
we need to do something else.
Who signed up and paid for the privilege to do that? Okay, and then they said, "Nah, we're going to give it to everybody." So again,
time for rollback.
If you really want to open some old wounds, we can go down that path, but we don't have time.
Not
to do
only
that
today,
but
as a QA person, you should be able to set your skills to anything. You should be able to set your XP pool as anything.
Absolutely.
That way you can actually test things at the difference between level 80 skill versus a level 100 versus 120. And that way you can, and then set it to 0 and how long it's like, how much of a pool do you really need to do something? And you end up with, it's a pain in the ass to QA something when
you got to do it the hard way.
You may not be the appropriate adventure level to go out and kill a dragon.
Fact. That's a fact.
So it's like, if then you have to get a party together. Then it's like, you know what? It's like, allow us to actually set everything and go ahead and sit there and every single, if you're going to continue to do the development, like patching straight into the live server, leave the QA server up for 100% of the time, turn around, enable those things. So it's like everybody's essentially got God mode on it.
Well, they can't leave the QA up 100% of the time because they actually have to build the game on the QA, then move those files to the server.
Yeah, well, that's no harder than just moving the files over when you need to move the files over and doing a reboot of the server.
Yeah, it's up 90% of the time. But any time that you have something brand new please go test this on QA.
Now,
Before
I'm gonna interject
please
here
go
real
test
quick.
this individual thing on QA. Please
Yeah,
go test this individual thing on QA.
Certain things like the houses, the ships, stuff like that, I don't see a problem injecting directly in. If there's a bug in a stairway, if there's a bug in little stuff like that.
That's an exception to
that-
the rule.
that-
But
that's
we're
an
talking about
exception.
builds.
Well,
We're talking about actual builds here.
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, everything that was released, this release and last release, doesn't make for an exciting release 67 when everything was patched in 66. You understand?
Well, right.
And
but,
we've been discussing this all the past 2 weeks on this show because
Past couple of months.
Well, the past couple of weeks because it's only been this past month where they patched in like this. So don't go there and exaggerate
Past
your
couple
fish.
months.
Yeah.
Past couple months.
Okay, how many dungeons did they put in the past couple months, Jack? One. Thank you.
One?
Okay, the only dungeon
but-
patched in untested. Okay,
how when they went to the remote offices, that is when we started seeing daily patches, not like the patches the week after. And that's when you also have a major shift from release cycle to more of the let's go ahead and introduce daily, weekly, whatever patches whenever we get something.
Well, and again,
and from what I'm telling, they're missing a lot of QA. Now, this is constructive criticism here,
yes,
guys.
absolutely.
Let's not get it confused with us bashing the game.
Yeah.
This is constructive criticism. Let's keep it at a constructive pace. But you're right, Jack. They're missing a lot of the QA, and it's very evident in this patch that a lot of the QA is being missed. And my point is that there is a community chomping at the bits that would actually step in and help with this endeavor for the right incentive. Now, the thing is, Laz, it's not a paid job. It would have to be.
I never went down to a paid job. I'm the guy who said we paid for we paid for that privilege as Dev Plus members when we bought.
I understand that, but when you pay for the privilege and then don't do the privilege, then that becomes a problem.
When I pay for a privilege and you give that privilege to everybody, I feel slighted. Sorry,
Well, Dev Plus and QA should be two separate terminologies.
Well,
in two separate areas anyway.
When was the last time you went to a Dev Plus forum? Thank you.
Well, they've never really been anything in there I needed to read. But if they had a QA, if they had a QA that and then released what was being done in QA to Dev Plus, now that's one thing. But to have QA in Dev Plus as a part of Dev Plus, absolutely not. QA is quality assurance. It keeps you from having mistakes happen like we have seen happen today. And again, I want to stress, this is constructive criticism. This is not bashing the game. It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. It is probably the most innovative game for its time that I've seen in a long time. In fact, reminisce all the way back to Ultima Online. It was before its time. I believe this game has areas it's before its time. It's got a lot of structures that can be built upon that will
be built upon.
Sure, but in the meantime, in the interim, we have to keep a focus on quality assurance. If we release botched, and I say that very affectionately, I say that. In fact, I said it before I even thought. Again, this is constructive criticism. Let's not get into a terminology that can be called bashing the game. They have to. They got to step up on their quality assurance.
Hex says best browser-based game ever.
Absolutely.
Ever. Best browser-based game ever. I'll never live that down. I'll never.
Well, we got a bunch of people in chat going, "What? What are you talking about?" It's an inside joke, folks.
Zeke
but
did ask whether or not this was a game.
I had a brain fart from Big A.
Zeke was convinced this was a browser-based game at one point.
No.
I thought they had worked wonders with browser-based technology.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So Zeke, I know you've heard me complain about some of this. part of the problem I also see is that you have the devs working on things in isolation to such an extent that they are not aware of what the systems and what the impact they have on those systems as they're built into the game. And so you run into a problem where the crafting person, who is Beezus, has never really actually crafted anything by himself.
Well,
hold on. Do you know that for a fact, or is that just what you speculate?
We know that because
we may get Beezus in here, and he say, no, I've crafted many things in the game.
Okay,
Chris
he's crafted things in the
this
game
yes.
from the dev hub. So he's just going to a chest, grabbing all the materials that he needs, and then crafting an item.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a little known secret about that, Jack, and I'm going to go ahead and bring everybody up to speed because this is the time that it needs to be brought up to speed. Every developer down there, including Richard, including Star, they have all, including Chris. In fact, I know for a fact Chris has an alternate character that is a regular character in the game. It is not a dev. It is just a regular character.
Yes.
So there is a chance that what you're saying about Beezus is not exactly entirely accurate.
Well, let's just
not
stop
one
right
single
there.
Developer has finished.
I'm going to give you a classic example, okay? Because
without cheating.
Chris did not develop the taming system, per se, the whole system. So when somebody complained that while you were wearing a taming necklace with the tamed pet on it, you could overwrite that tamed pet. So Chris's initial knee-jerk response was, well, we'll just not overwrite collars anymore and be done with it. But no, the collars were meant to be overwritten so they could be used, and people just wanted a fix, but he didn't know the mechanics of it as to why his knee-jerk was, let's just do this and fix it. Yeah,
I understand. Let me interject real quick. Again, this brings me right back around full circle. If you had a trusted roster of QA personnel that were pre-approved, you would have listened to that QA person that found that error in the game and listened to them more in depth than just another player coming to you saying, hey, this is happening.
Well,
this is the whole essence and wisdom behind having a QA quality assurance personnel roster.
What happens when someone questions your design decisions? What do you do?
You have to have personal restraint to be able to sit back and listen. How many times have I been told in the organization that we belong to, how many times have I been told that I was wrong?
You're wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility at that point to step back, sit down, take a quick breath, and without being rude to anyone or taking anybody being rude to me, listen to their suggestions and then make the best possible determination that I can. That's the best you can do in any situation.
Yep.
Okay, Zeke, this is over 4 years of people telling them that they had a problem with the new user experience. They had issues with things like you're starting off as a ghost. It wasn't up until a month and a half ago that they decided, that's a bad idea.
As a ghost.
No, you no longer start as a ghost. You now start off in the character creation screen.
There is one fundamental thing that we have all gotten away from, the players and the developers. There is one fundamental thing. We, the three of us talking right now, are gamers.
Oh, absolutely.
We know how to play games.
Well, we also know how to abuse the systems. That's right.
But it's one where if you're a developer and you're not listening to feedback and you're not changing your design.
But you have to do that feedback on a percentage scale. Look, Jack, if both you and Laz told me that I was running something wrong in the BMC and me being the only one saying that it was right, then I have to have enough personal pullback
you're saying that you need to do this, but it wasn't until Travian decided to say, hey, there's something seriously wrong with your first time user experience, and you know what, y'all need to fix this. That
I can't even credit Travian because of how they wound up doing their deal with it.
Yeah.
Travian ended up saying there's something seriously wrong. What's wrong with your game? And then that's when they decided to go readdress it. But it is time for
I was just going to
to
say
get out of
is nobody's been paying attention to the clock, so
No,
we're going to
I've
say
been
our
paying
thank
attention to it.
yous to
It's just-
everybody
yeah.
out there. We're rolling the
All right.
credits.
Yeah.
Jack's got to get out of here today. Thank you all
Bye-bye.
for joining us. I'll do the giveaway in just a second. Thank you to Eagle, to Waldo, to Buckaroo Bonsai, to Maynard. Followers, new followers, Yaz72, resubscribers, Lancel, Griffler, and Noob Sky Blabber. Thank you all for joining us today. And of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Of course, stay tuned for the latest and greatest right here. What the heck, I got a second. And we're going to close the giveaway. We will pick ourselves a winner, and let's see. Draken is the winner, Draken Neurodo. Congratulations to you. And of course, thanks to everybody for joining us today. We'll be following this up tomorrow with the more right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz, that was Jack, and we're out of here. We'll see you all tomorrow.